for the media to talk to anybody from the Giants or the Patriots. Tom Coughlin addressed the media today, and of course Bill Belichick as well. Players did not. Jason Horowitz, glad to be with you on Countdown to Kickoff as we continue our coverage of Super Bowl 42. And of course, it's time for Team Reports. Pete Prisco, he's on the Giants. Clark Judge, he is on the Patriots. And let's start just in general, just an overwhelming thought. This is something that came out today. Roger Goodell will be called before Congress to discuss why the tapes were destroyed about the Patriots from Week 1 in Spygate. And to see what Roger Goodell talked about, you could read that on CBSSports.com. But as for the teams themselves, Bill Belichick didn't really address that this morning. What is his thoughts as he gets ready for 42?
Bill Belichick, he was asked about this today. He was saying it's a league matter. His thoughts are on this game. It's not on tapes from the past. This is a guy who's made it very clear that he focuses on the next opponent, and he's had 2 weeks to focus on this opponent, and I think he's pretty comfortable with where they are.
And Pete, Tom Coughlin also talked today, and it's just been relaxed all week long. I mean, it seems to be how he's been feeling the entire week since they got here.
He was joking and laughing and cutting up today. I was trying to figure out who is that guy on the podium, but, you know, and again, I said this yesterday, I think it's a sign that he feels his team can pull off the upset. And I usually have a pretty good read on him, so I think that's why he's loose.
All right, let's get into some of the things you guys are going to be talking about the next couple days. And yesterday we talked about the coordinators and the game plans. Let's talk about the Timmy Smiths of the Super Bowl. Somebody, maybe not win an MVP, but somebody who's going to have a huge impact in your mind, because that's something you guys are going to be writing about this week for the Giants. Who are some of the guys you think may have a huge impact in this game?
I think Jabril Wilson's going to have a huge impact. I think, you know, he's a cover safety. He's led the team in tackles the last 2 playoff games against the Cowboys and the Packers, and yet nobody even knows who he is. And I talked to Jabril, and he said, this is my chance to show people that I'm worth the money. And you know what? He's a free agent at the end of the year.
Yeah, that is a very true statement. And Patriots, they didn't, you know, they made their trades for their key guys, Wes Welker, Randy Moss, but those are obviously their bigger names that people expect to have a big impact. What about on the Patriots, somebody you think is going to have an impact of a smaller name?
Kevin Falk would be a guy, but he's not such a small name. People know about him. He catches a lot of passes, caught 8 balls last time these two teams met, caught 8 against San Diego. But if you want to really dig deep, I'd go to Stephen Neal, the right guard, and the reason is because they're concerned about the pressure that Tom Brady's going to feel. And the pressure on the outside is from Umanura and Strahan, but no one's talking about Justin Tuck. And Justin Tuck is a guy they like to move along the defensive line, and he comes up the middle. He's strong and he's quick. A guy like Stephen Neal, former wrestler, might be able to handle him.
Yeah, they actually talked to Bill Belichick about that this week, and he said when we first got him here, he didn't even know how to get in the huddle. Right. So that's coming along.
And they played him
way.
on defense, too.
Yeah, they made the right choice putting him in offense. Who else do you think, Clark, may have a huge impact here?
Well, I mean, I look at, Logan Mankins on the other side. I mean, there's another offensive lineman, another interior guy. Now, people know about him because he's a Pro Bowl player and he's very good. But again, because of pressure up the middle. I think San Diego demonstrated if you have heat on the outside, they got to worry about pressure up the middle on Brady. If you're going to get to him, you got to come up the middle. Mankins is another guy that's going to have to be responsible for someone like Justin Tuck.
Pete, what about on the Giants side, guys that maybe that didn't really have a big impact in the game in Week 17, but have had an impact in the playoffs?
Well, I think Steve Smith is a guy. You know, he's a rookie receiver, was hurt for much of the year, came on late, has more catches in the postseason than he did in the regular season. So I think in third down situations, Steve Smith, the wide receiver, will be a factor.
And I think the Giants originally were hoping Sonoris Moss would be that guy, but Steve Smith has definitely come up huge, especially in that Cowboys game, making huge catches. You can read these guys' articles all week long, and of course you'll see them on Saturday as well. Clark Judge, Pete Prisco, as we continue our coverage. Countdown to Kickoff presented by Comcast here on CBSSports.com. We'll see you all week, folks. Take care.